Well, kids, I was watching a Markiplier video. Well, that's not all I was doing. But not to bore you with what I was doing personally. But well, basically, I was watching Five Nights at Freddy's and I figured out how to get the good ending. But I'm not gonna get it there. There's way too much shit I had to remember. I mean, not like I'm saying I'm not capable of doing that, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But what Mark was saying about people that don't play hard games will play this game. Well, it's actually true because I don't like hard games. Hell, ever since my mother played Phantasmagoria, let's just say the whole horror games in general have really, let's just say nightmares upon nightmares. But I don't know. I don't know because I didn't get what drew me in was the mystery. If anybody that really knows me, I like a good mystery. I like a good mystery. Stuff like that intrigues me to no end. Like, and even I didn't even just because I didn't start out playing the first two games, it didn't stop me from getting all these clues, all these theories, and oh my god, just so many. It's so awesome. And I really do, and like I said, I really do like the ending of Five Nights at Freddy's 3 because the Purple Man finally gets what he deserves. I feel like it's punishment. It's very good cosmic punishment for what he did to those kids. You know. And also my buddy Shin pointed this out to me. If you okay guys, now if you finish Nightmare Mode, you see the little newspaper, right? You freaking brighten up your monitor, high as it can go, or you brighten up the image in like Photoshop. Who do you see still in the background? Yeah, I mean the kids maybe put the rest, but let's just say a certain purple bastard is still in the Springtrap suit. Do I think he's going to kill again? I don't know because my buddy Shin, he's like the go-to guy for like anything Five Nights at Freddy's info. He doesn't really have a YouTube page because he keeps getting locked out of his own account, which is fucked up. YouTube, really. But anyways, he's he found something, or he's heard rumors that people found, like some dude emailed Scott Cawthorn and said to him, the dude's like, blah, blah, I love the way you ended the story. And the dude's, and they say that Scott typed back, who said the journey was over. And, I can actually see, I mean, I don't see another sequel, but I do see one more prequel. So we know what happened at that first restaurant. I mean, we know the basics. But I want to know. I want to know why the Purple Man killed the first kid that became the marionette. You guys could be like, why do you want to know that, Bugsy? Because there had to be some reason. I mean, yes, people are born sick, but I feel like there was something else. Something else. I don't know, just something really, really nagging me in the back of my brain every time I think about that first restaurant. Every time. So, Yes, and the thing I love about it is all of us gamers, united. Everybody, most of the people that were dealing with other game-related issues and various things going on Twitter that I will not say. I will not say that you guys already know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to say it by name because I don't want to piss anybody off. Um, we were, most of us were like, shit. Okay, what about this? Why is this animatronic does this? Why does this animatronic? Why is this animatronic get you in this way? Why does that animatronic do this? I loved it. I still love it because even though the ending's clear and cut, some people still have like the old theory juices flowing, and I love it. I fucking love it. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm only gonna do the 5 nights. I probably will do nightmare mode, but honestly, do you guys know who I am? I mean, yeah, for most of the time I'm fearless, but seriously, 5 Nights at Freddy's hits me in a very kind of scared place because, okay, let me tell you a story. Once, I was at my, it wasn't really my birthday, it was one of my cousins, and, it was we were near the stage where all the freaking Chucky animatronics was. And no, nothing happened like the Bite 87, so don't ask. Don't ask. It was nothing really. It was nothing really. But the way that animatronics look scares me. Because I always thought, like, what would it be like if these animatronics could move around? What would it be like if they could do, they could do what we see in Five Nights at Freddy's? Little did I know that Scott Cawthon, like years later, Five Nights at Freddy's would come out. And when I fucking saw it, I remembered that Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. And even though Freddy is a bear and Chuck E. Cheese is a rat or mouse, it's still brought back some just why I don't like animatronics and why I'm so scared of them, and in a way, do you guys think I faced my fears? Sort of. I mean, like, sort of. I mean, I like a lot of the animatronics, and I'm making my own little Five Nights at Freddy's series that really has nothing to do with the game, but I just felt like, what if these animatronics what if these two animatronics weren't controlled by children? What, by the souls of children? What if these animatronics were always alive? But I will say this: the only murder that was ever really a murder was the marionette. And you guys are probably wondering, Bugsy, are you gonna so the animatronics aren't controlled by the souls of children? Then how do they move? You trust me. What I am going to do for that series is going to be kind of cool, but it's just basically, it's going to be just the regular Bugsy character. I want it to be kind of connected to Team H in a sense, but no, it's going to be its own thing. But really, it's just, it's just going to be like a certain, because it does fit within the Bugsy verse. Yes, there is a Bugsy verse, and yes, my videos are a part of it when it's not talking about like serious stuff. Yes, Bugsy verse. So yeah, so there's gonna be stuff with that, but there's gonna be stuff with that, but no weird shipping though. Bonnie's gonna be a dude. Chica's a girl. Freddy's a dude. Mangle I'm going to actually have in the show because, wait until I get around with the backstory with that. The Bite 87 does happen, but it's only because Foxy was actually trying to save a kid from a dude that was trying to grab her. He was a molester in it. And so he actually bit the head of that dude. But in my version, instead of the freaking, see, the murders in my little version aren't really, I mean, this is just like my little fan project I wanted to kind of do, because I wanted to see, I want to see what if the animatronics weren't killers, or weren't possessed by the spirits of the dead children. What if they had personalities, had likes and dislikes? What if they were more real than we gave them credit for? What if? I mean, that's what basically my little series is going to be. Just one big what if. But hey, that's just a what if. A Bugsy what if. I don't know, maybe I might make a series just called Bugsy What Ifs. I don't know. But I gotta tell you, Mark, Blasphemous HD, Jacksepticeye, you guys. Well, Blasphemous, you freaking scream like you're kind of like me when I play freaking Five Nights at Freddy's, because I freaking jump, I scream, I'm like, oh god, oh shit, over and over again, but I really do love the Five Nights at Freddy's series, even though I get scared, and people are saying, Pugsy, do you know about Five Nights at Wario's 3? And yes, that's an actual game that you're actually going to get a playthrough from, and I will play it the whole way through. Yeah, guys, I hope you're ready for that shit, because Lord knows I'm not. But still, Five Nights at Freddy's was an excellent experience from beginning to end. And though it does kind of sadden me to see that it's kind of going to go, but then again, I don't know about this rumor. It looks like it might not be true, but who knows? Who knows when people can actually, find out. But, I don't know, though. Scott's a little bit more cryptic. He's more cryptic with a little more cryptic with this kind of stuff. So who knows? We might just get a spin-off. We might actually get another sequel. Who knows? Only time will tell. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of tell you that my little own experience with Five Nights at Freddy's. It came at the right time, at the right moment. It was utterly genius, and even though I kind of hate it when I get jump scared, in a weird sense, it was fun. This is Bugsy, your chaotic jester, signing off.